grateful that so many of you have turned out this evening. The organizers of tonight's event asked if I would share my perspective in a few words of encouragement during this peaceful protest. It's my pleasure to do so. It has been hard for all of us to witness the anger and divisiveness across our country in the past week. The event that brings us here, the event that has brought people of all ages and races out in protests over the past week, was the brutal killing of George Floyd. Because it was caught on camera, we have all had to come to face with an act that was cruel, immoral, and frankly evil. I know that as a town, we send our condolences out to George Floyd's family as they mourn his tragic death. But horrific though that was, is not just his death and his family's pain that brings us together tonight. It is Trayvon Martin, it is Eric Garner, and it is Breonna Taylor. And it is the tens, or hundreds, or thousands of whose deaths were not caught on film, were never publicized, never sparked national outrage, but must be acknowledged. It is for all of them that we come out to raise our voices and to effect change. We who gather, who are willing to stand up, are the ones who can support the cause and inspire not only this town, but other towns and cities to have the courage to take action and take further steps to fight for equality for Black and brown Americans. Ultimately, everyone who's here right now, and those people who are not here, must play a role in that campaign. Fellow students, fellow graduates, ones who are about to graduate, and ones who are still in high school. Don't just look to your parents or community leaders or politicians to make change. It is our world too. We can make this country better, helping it live up to the principles on which it was founded. We are the future. It's our job to stand and educate the younger the younger generation coming behind us, that it is okay to look different than everyone else. That the color of my skin, or your skin, or their skin does not matter. Because it does not define me, it does not define you, and it most definitely should never define them. Police officers, I'm sorry for your plight. All across the country, you're being demonized as cruel individuals, always only a step away from abusing the power of having a badge on your chest. There are a lot of people who look like me who are afraid of you. And some who don't feel that way are told that they should be. I can honestly say that me personally, I am not afraid of the police. I am most definitely not afraid of the Belmont Police Department. You guys are highly respected in this town for not only keeping us safe, but for being mentors to me and my fellow students. Resources for our parents and people always there. If we need someone to talk to, I imagine at times like this, it must be very hard to be a police officer. But I know you will continue to show us that you care about us and our safety and not about the color of our skin. You are not defined by your badge any more than we are defined by our race. Now is the time for your professional community to overcome adversity and regain the trust of the people you are responsible to keep safe. Belmont Police Department, you can continue to be the models for that process. Belmont Police, we love you. To everyone, I'm standing up here today and making this little speech that isn't necessarily what you have to do to show that you care or that you're ready to fight for equality. If you go online, you'll be told there are 87 ways to help, but I will only emphasize 3. The first is easy, because you already started by being here. Join a protest. Learn your rights as a protester and say what you believe in. Write on a poster or say it out loud, but say what you believe in. Don't forget to wear a mask. The second is to make a donation to something relevant to this cause. Monetary donations to organizations like Common Aid Funds, which cover medical expenses, bail costs, and other things, specifically those led by people of color who are doing the work on the ground, are also helpful. Last, and most importantly, speak up. Be ready to have difficult conversations with anyone you know. Call out racism when you see it and condemn it. That may be hard at first. That may be hard at first. It may be unfamiliar, but be willing to change. In order to make change or to change others, you first have to be willing to change yourselves. And don't think for a moment that the problems, as big as they are too big for you to make a difference. I want to close with a quote from Edward Everett Hale, a Civil War era minister who lived and died in Roxbury. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. Thank you for listening. I wish you all the best in your contributions to creating change. Please stay safe.